everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter, and happy Holi to everyone. And it is a beautiful festival. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed it. So, talking about today's video, that is my April TBR. So, I did a 5-star prediction video which will be linked above here, in which I said I have to complete the books mentioned in that video in 1 quarter. So I have books to complete for that. Secondly, I do a 52 weeks challenge which also will be linked above here that I have to do. Next is I'm doing Read Your Books challenge by Chantel, and I have to read one book for that. Also, I have to read a lot of books of NetGalley because they are going to expire really soon. So I have a lot of pressure on my mind. I have to also read books for my English paper. So we are trying to adjust the books. I have tried to adjust most of the arcs in the prompts for all the challenges that I'm doing. I will not participate in any kind of readathon this month, and nobody reads too because I'm really packed with books to read. So I don't want any other book to make a huge pile. So there are like 15 books plus the books that I have to read for my English paper, which I will probably not read. So let's get into my April TBR. So for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge, the prompt for April is to read a book with 5+ titles in the 5+ words in the title. So the book I will be reading is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. That is a chunky baby. That is such a big book. Really. So yeah, wish me luck. The next book that I have to read is for the challenge that I do. Like, I have decided to read one book out of the series to complete as many series I can. So in March I started the Villains series, the first book being Wishes, and the second book is Villains, which is also by V.E. Schwab. I have a lot of V.E. Schwabs to read. All of our books are so big but exciting too. So yeah, we'll read that for that one. And I'm filming this video before I have read Wishes, so I don't know if I like the series or not, or if I'll continue with the series or not. But yes, if I do, I will read Villains as the second book in the series. So this for the genre specific challenge that I came up with for April, I have to read a sci-fi book. So I have adjusted an arc for this. That is Ghost Town Girl by Deborah Cunningham. I'm really sorry. This is a sci-fi book, and yes, an arc which I have to read really soon. So yes, we'll try to read it first. But the book that is expiring really soon is the one that I will be reading first, even if I don't want to. So yes. So before getting into the 52 weeks prompts, I want to tell you the books that I will be reading, like the 5-star predictions that I have to complete. The first one being The Kiss Question by Helen Hong. This is the first book in the Kiss Question series, and this is a YA contemporary romance. And I am excited to read this one, but I don't have time. But I have to, either I have to read it or I will have to carry it to May, which is very difficult because there is something coming up in May that I have already not talked about, but told you that something is going to come in May. Then I will have no time because in June I have my exams, and then it will carried forward again and again, and they will end up to be a TBR wet. So not wanting that, I will have to read it. I will try. I'm excited to read it. Next one is Cinder by Marissa Mayer, and this is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series. And to be honest, I am excited to read this one, but not this month. I am really fascinated about the book. I'm really excited. The blurb is very interesting, but I really don't have time because I'm like, I don't know, my reading has gone down from like 15 books to 10 books, and this is causing problems because I'm really not getting any time to read that much. But 10 books are really good, I believe. Um, but I'll try my level best because March was also like is not going really well in reading. I'm not experiencing good books. So I am scared if I fall in reading slump, that will be a very, very bad time. I don't want to. So I will be reading the books that I really want to read. The next book is American Royals by Catherine McGee, and this is a YA contemporary. And this is also a first book in the American Royal series. Yes, I want to read it, and I have to read it. So I'm not talking about book blurbs. As you know, I don't give blurbs before reading the book. I like to go into the book not knowing what it is about. So yes, not giving any blurbs. If you want, like, I have changed the book wrap up things that I do. The way I have changed, you will see it the next week when the wrap up video for March will be out. So I hope you enjoy it and you find the blurbs that I give there, the summaries that I give there interesting and fulfilling, but not in TBRs. I don't give blurbs in TBRs. Coming on to the 52 weeks challenge, the first prompt for April being to read a book with women as the main character. For that, I will be reading American Royals only because this is a chick lit and it has women as the main character, as you can see on the cover too. The next book is to read a debut novel. That is also an arc that I will read. Welcome to Brookwell by Kelly Ennis. The genres of the book are not mentioned, and I do not remember the blurb that I read because this was an arc that I had to request, so I had to read the blurb for that. I don't remember it, to be honest, but yes, we'll be reading that for the second prompt. The third one being to read a book with a map, and for that I chose The Murder on Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I googled it, I searched on Goodreads, and this was the book that came up as with a map in the book. So I don't really know if there is a map inside the book or not, but the Google and Goodreads are saying so, so I believe it, and I'm putting this book into this one, this TBR. So the next one is to have food on the cover. I have changed this prompt according to my needs. As I said, you can do that too. So what I did is the food as in the title will also count. So I did not have any book in arcs or the books that I had to read with food on the covers, but there was a book with name of a food as in the title. So that book is Olive by Emma Gannon, as olive is the name of a food, fruit, whatever you say it, I don't know, but I know that I love olives on pizzas. This is a contemporary fiction, women's fiction, I think it is, and I have the audiobook also for this, which is also an arc, and also I have the ebook. So we'll be reading both of them together, which also will speed up my reading. Talking about other arcs that I received from NetGalley that I have to read and review really soon. So the first one is The Lost Brother by Susanna Beard, and this is the one I have to read first because it is going to expire on 14th or 15th of April. So before that I have to read it. This is a mystery thriller, and it is not a short neither a long read. It is 250 pages long, and I hope to complete it really soon because yes, I want to. The second one is The Serpent's Skin by Erina Redden, and I really loved the cover. I really loved the title, and I don't remember the genre. I believe it is mystery, but really excited to read this one. I was so excited. I got this in February, and from that very month I'm really excited to read this book because the title and the cover are really interesting. The second one, the next is False Light by Eric Dizenhall. This is a fiction, and I don't know any other thing about the genres because the fiction is only the one uh, listed on Goodreads, and I am not sure what the blurb was about. See, I don't enjoy reading blurbs before reading the book. Like, I like to know what's in the book, like only the back cover ones. I don't like to Google it because they give you a lot of spoilers, which I hate. So I just fly through the synopsis and the blurbs and the summaries. So yeah, I really don't remember what is this about. But once I'll read it, I'll give you a detailed review of that. The next one is Fractals by Alicia Anthony, and this is, I believe, a romance mystery. Again, I don't remember, but this is an arc, the one that I can judge by the cover, that it is romance and mystery. So yeah, these are the arcs that I really have to read. There are two more arcs that are audiobooks. I will not talk about them right now because audiobooks on NetGalley do not expire. They are with you. But one of them have an expiry date, so I'm not sure. That is also in May. If I'm not able to read those two books, I will not panic. But if I add them to my TBR, I will surely panic. So I'm not adding to my TBR, but there are two audiobooks that I'm really telling you. There are two audiobooks that I want to read in April that are also arcs on NetGalley. So this was my April TBR, and also there will be a challenge, the one I did in in March, which will be linked here so you can check out. I really enjoyed that challenge, so I'm thinking to do that again, but I will pick the books from my TBR only. I will not be picking other books, like separate books, because I don't want so many books on my TBR right now. I'm not free to read them. So yes, I hope the wheel is with me. Just pray for me. From right now, I will be doing a weekly challenge for this one, a complete weekly vlog with the challenge, because I really enjoyed it and I really want to do more of it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll meet in the next one.